How's it going, guys? It's your boy Inhuman back at you with another review. First off, I want to apologize to you guys because I know I said last week I was going to have issue 1 of Edge of Venomverse up, but we've been having problems with our cameras and computer. A little bit of problems that, we're working on. So this video, we will be doing issue 1 and 2 of Edge of Venomverse. That being said, let's start off. Let me show you guys how issue 1 looks like. We have X-23, front cover, symbionized. And here we have issue 2, Gwenpool. She actually looks pretty dope. I like how they did her front cover. So let's get right into it. So issue 1 starts with X-23. She's inside of an elevator eating fries, and she's running back in her mind the many times she tried to escape from Weapon X facility, and all the many times she's telling us that she's tried, they stopped her in different ways, from I think tranquilizers, gunshots to smoking gas. So she's fairly confident that this time she will go away. Venomverse coming, she's a kid, so she must have just been broke out of the containment. As she goes down the elevator, she's killing Weapon X guys. She's killing these guys, and they're already trying to stop her. She's talking about like, they're not gonna stop me, and they're not gonna stop me. But when they use the gas, so she starts getting worried. The gas starts taking effect on her. She stumbles across a room, and in this room, luckily for her, there was a tube with a symbiote inside of it. She cuts the glass, gets merged by it. She's able to escape. 2 months down the road, we have these orphan kids that I guess they don't like where the orphanage they're living at. So they find this abandoned building. It kind of looks like a school. I don't know if it's a school or like just a random building abandoned. I believe it's in New York. I don't know if it's in New York. Probably not. I'm not sure. Kids is looking around saying, hey, this is a nice spot for us to live at. They hear something, then you see X-23 hop out, asking them, who are they? Why are they there? They should leave. The kids all say their names to her. They says like, hey, this is our name. She says you shouldn't be here. So she scares the kids off. As she's doing that, the symbiote is in her mind saying like, we should eat them, we should eat them. And then Laura's like, no, you guys gotta go right now. The kids leave. The kids are outside the building. Unfortunately, they stumbled across two adult figures that I guess they owed them money. And they stumbled across them, and he's asking, where's the money? So the kids, they scatter. They all start running their own directions. The 2 dudes go chase the eldest one. I think the eldest one was the kid with the braids. And then he's telling him, look, I'm sorry, man. Like, we'll have your money. We just don't have it right now. And the kid was going to get shivved. The kid was just straight going to get shivved. And Laura hops out, kills the one guy with the shiv. And then I guess the guy's boss, she's about to go kill him. So she hurt him bad, but she didn't kill him. The kid stopped and said, you don't have to kill him. Shortly after that, the one guy wakes up in the hospital hurt. 2 government agents come to him. I don't know if it's agents of Weapon X or SHIELD or something. They show him a picture of Laura, and they ask him if they seen her. From what it looks like, told them he did see her, and then they assassinate him there. They put the pillow on it. They suffocate him, so it made it look like he died on its own. So as that goes on, Laura and the kids get to know each other. They actually start living in that abandoned building. They become like a family, and then Laura talks about what are the things that they were doing to get food, to survive. The eldest kid will punch Laura in the nose. She runs to a food truck that had ice cream, snacks and stuff, and tell them her nose is broken. Distracting him while the other kids steal the ice cream. But unlikely for them, the government agents grabs one of the kids. They said like, this is one of the kids that's affiliated with her, and the girl was telling her, stop, let me go, and they wouldn't listen. And all of a sudden, she has a symbiote. She's symbioized. She's all symbioized. She's like about to attack him. The eldest kid is like, yo, we gotta go. The symbiote seems to be, at least for her, she's not able to fight it off very well because she's young, she's a human kid. The other kid grabs her like, we have to go, and you see his arm symbioized. So while they're all running away, they're all running and they're planning to meet each other up. Laura's symbiote senses the other ones because it split itself. A symbiote could split itself. It split itself for each of the kids. So they all meet up. They're all like, what are we gonna do? They're behind the door. Laura's symbiote senses like a more strong, powerful figure out. It tells the other ones, we need all of us back, because the symbiote spreaded pieces of it to each of the kids to protect them. So as it took it back, the kids were scared. It's like, you promised to protect us, please don't leave us. She goes out of the door and she sees this kind of like, before we see who the figure is, she's like, you know, you're gonna pay for taking me from them. And we look up and we see it's like a, I don't know if it's exactly Captain America, but it's definitely like a Captain America based figure. It's a cat based figure. And it tells Laura, school your fights are over. It's time to prepare for the war. And that's where it ends, you guys. It was an alright start. I wasn't too crazy about it because I probably expected more into it. What I'm getting is each character is going to have kind of like a symbiote origin story when they bonded with the symbiote. So for this issue, I'm gonna rate it 7 out of 10, a solid 7 out of 10. The artwork, I'll give the artwork, and you know, 6 out of 10. It wasn't the greatest, but it was okay. Now to issue 2. We start off with Gwenpool inside of a warehouse. She's pretty much explaining her origin story. Where she's located now is actually a multiverse. It doesn't really exist. And it seems to me like she doesn't control what happens in the multiverse, but it's all happening according to what she wants and what's in her mind. So when here starts out, she's at the warehouse. She goes intercept these two dudes. She's saying an origin story on why she became Gwenpool and how she watching superheroes and stuff like that was the greatest thing for her, but like her one problem was that she didn't have any powers. So as she's explaining, the two dudes that were gonna switch off with the deal, like Killer, like Shooter, she falls to the ground and she's still in her mind, she's still playing on how she met somebody who had something really bad that seemed to be attracted to her, so she took it and ended up being the symbiote. So as she's laying on the ground bleeding, you got the other guys that really came for the drop. They really came to switch up the drugs and the cash. And they tell the dudes like, you seem to have a dead body there. He's like, is everything alright? He goes like, yeah, everything's okay. Up comes Gwen, symbiote, says like, no, everything's not okay. So Gwen is like killing these dudes. Then you see the ninjas from the hand just coming in, fighting off Gwen. They retreat because she's like eating these dudes. Like the symbiote in her mind also. They're showing the symbiote and their counterpart talking. The symbiote's like, oh, I want to eat ninjas. So they get away. Next thing you know, Matt Murdock comes in. Those who know Matt Murdock, Daredevil. She tells like, oh, you missed the butt kicking guys. But Daredevil tells her that, you know, this was all a plan to get to a bigger objective. So as she sees him, she's like crushing on him. I think she calls him cute scruffy guy. So as it goes on, the sun's coming up, and then the symbiote tells Gwen, oh crap, the sun's coming up. Because Gwen has a day job. She works at a law firm. And as the sun coming up, she just goes to the roof. She changes. One of her coworkers comes in and then says, Gwenpool, we need you. And then she mentions, it's funny how your last name matches the costume hero Gwenpool, because Gwen's name in the comic I believe is Gwen, and it's Poole. And then I think the superhero way is Pool, like Deadpool, Pool. So as they're going down, she walks into the firm. She apologizes to her boss for being late. And Matt Murdock is actually sitting there. Those, you know, at the law firm. Those who know, Matt Murdock is a daytime lawyer. So as Matt Murdock and her boss are talking about a situation, about something their client, her boss's client is making that's I guess is hurting the environment around New York or the fumes of it. And as the boss is telling Matt, it's not true. Gwen is just sitting there like straight schoolgirl crushes. And Matt drawing on the bottom saying "Hi, love." And as Matt, her boss is talking about that situation, is getting aggressive. The symbiote noticed that her boss is being a dick towards Matt, and the symbiote's telling Gwen like, let's kill him. He's being mean to the cute boy that you like. And she's holding the pencil like, she's like, I'm finding it hard not to agree with you. So Matt leaves. Gwen gives her boss the portfolio, but what was in it was the drawing that she did. The drawing pretty much says Daredevil's identity, which is Matt Murdock. So she realizes that. She tells the symbiote, I gave him the paper with his identity. And the symbiote's like, let's kill him. She's like, no, let's not kill him. So as she's running out, she asks him, I gotta check your portfolio. And the guy says, check the other one. Like, go look at the other one, the other report. To follow. The symbiote pulls the fire alarm, so everybody gets out the building. Everybody's soaked. Her boss asks Gwen, did you pull the alarm? She says, no, I did it. Boss says, I'll finish the work at home. So Gwen and the symbiote, Gwen gets symbiotes, and she's going after her boss, heading home. Matt stops her. Actually, something I didn't realize when Gwen entered the office and Matt was there, she was talking to the symbiote saying, "Oh, I hope he can't sense us." And the symbiote says, "Nah, I masked my sense to match this kind of perfume." Back to it. So as she's going home, she's going to her boss's home. Matt's tailing her. Daredevil is tailing her, and it stops her and it says, "How do you know it's us?" And then Matt tells her, your symbiote is imitating a cheap version of a French perfume. He says, "I can smell you all the way from Connecticut." He says, "I can sense you all the way from Connecticut." So as they're going, she's telling Matt she's not bad. As they keep, I guess, like, fighting, they stumble. They actually burst into their boss's window. The boss sees Daredevil and Gwenpool and says, like, "Oh, the hand, come through." So the hand ninjas just jump right in. Matt and Gwen are fighting. Then the hand, her boss, she pretty much realized her boss is working with the hand. He's working with the hand. That's the lead that Matt was following on. So Gwen and Matt are fighting the ninjas. Her boss pulls a gun to shoot Matt. The symbiote pulls a shield, kills the boss. The hand ninja disperse. After that, Matt and Gwen are on the rooftop. Matt tells her, like, it's good to keep that symbiote in control. Try to keep it, don't let it control you. And Matt goes, but he comes back. Well, she got happy because Matt, acknowledged her and stuff like that. Like, again, she's schoolgirl crushing. Matt come back and tell her, "Why don't we tell the city together?" So she's all excited, but the symbiote's telling her, "Wait, something's going on, something's not right." And he goes, like, "You better yet, why don't we just hang out inside of the costumes?" I believe he did say that too. He says, we hang out some more. Next thing you know, you see Gwenpool falling down and it just disappears. And then Matt is like, "Hey, where do you go?" My guess is she just left that multiverse right there, and she's back to reality. And this wraps it up, guys. This issue was definitely better than the first one because, again, we got a Gwenpool-like origin story with the symbiote. And the artwork, I'm gonna give the artwork a 9 out of 10 because it was comedic. It was all humorous, like. So the kind of artwork that was in there was pretty good for us. So I'll give the artwork a 9 out of 10. The comic itself, I gave it a 10 out of 10. I loved how they did the Gwen origin and her crushing on Matt Murdock. In that multiverse, she actually pictured him younger. He was younger. He's not old. He was a young one. This wraps up this issue, guys. I loved it. Definitely was better than the first one in my opinion. I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10 because it was great. I loved it. The whole Gwen origins, the symbiote origin, even on how she said she decided to become a hero, how she crushed on Matt in that multiverse, how she pictured him was a younger Matt Murdock. The symbiote actually tells her that, says, "Hey, this is, nothing counts here. This is how you pictured it. This is how you have it." So as a 10 out of 10. The artwork, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because it was actually really good. The purpose, I believe, in this issue was more like was a humorous, given that his Gwenpool was very humorous, so the artwork fit that description. But what do you guys think? Tell me your rating of issue 1 and issue 2. Write that in the comments below. If there's anything you feel like I missed, feel free to tell me that too. One thing I want to let you guys know, I will be reviewing the Black Bolt comics. I know it's been, I think, about 3 or 4 of them, but those who know me know Black Bolt is like my absolute favorite next to Venom. Black Bolt's there, so I want to review those comics for you guys all together in one video, and then go on from there. Those who enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe. Those who didn't, still, please like, share, subscribe. Show the love. Tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your friends' peoples, tell their peoples. I will be seeing you guys soon. Thank you.